J. Cole, man. J. Hope. J. Cole. Hey, I might. It's kind of messed up because you started to be like this. You should have let me talk that ish and then bring in J. Cole. But you kind of did it the other way around. So now I feel like I'm forced to like J. Hope.
You're not forced to like.
I feel like you forced it.
You're not. I didn't force you. Maybe they forced you. I feel like maybe they forced you, but also too though, like something that you touched on last sit down when you talked about the first track on Sugar's album. We referred to it as boom bap, and I kind of put the boom bap beat
that was
behind
dope.
you and
That was
stuff like
dope.
that. So this album has like a nice nostalgia feel.
Okay.
It's like a lot of boom bap involved.
Does he do the choreography for them?
But not all of it. They use a lot of dope choreographers and stuff like that too. But he's definitely done some choreo for them for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, super talented, very nice guy. When I met them, I think it was Jingle Ball. Right.
Yeah, I remember you was talking about that.
He has a solo on Map of the Soul called Ego. Crazy, and actually some of my friends are in the choir singing on it.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, Sam Harmonics and them. They like. But yeah, we're gonna get into J Hope.
Yeah.
Jack in the Box.
Before we go, I'd like to address this to you on camera. That conversion meter. Damn you.
Honestly, feel like it was already pretty high, and then after the way you saw J Cole pop out on that record, it might have.
Bro, hold up. Whoa.
I'm just saying.
Hold up. Let me explain something to you. Your conversion meter is like a battery. You say it's halfway? It might have a little flicker of hope. It might have a flicker of hope, but it might turn off. You see what I'm saying? You know how you have a toy, and then you replace one battery because like it falls up, it messes up. You replace one battery and you put it in there, right? And so when you put it in there, you messed around and you replaced the wrong battery. There was two batteries. You see what I'm saying? And so it's not full. It ain't getting close either. Would you have 53? Where is it at?
I think you hit 55%.
50. Who are you? to tell everybody conversion meter 50, 55, like you know better. You don't know.
You added 3 tracks off RM. Everybody saw what you did on the encore when Burn It came on.
I wanted to burn it down. Okay, the ashes were falling.
So okay, well,
and that last song, last song. Damn, Sugar, man. Let me explain something. I might want to read the lyrics, okay? Let me just get the feeling first. I read the comments, guys. Okay? And look, let me just feel the spirit of what you guys are going through, okay? Let me feel the spirit.
You actually had a lot of accurate guesses on what the songs meant. Like the one that
I read the comments saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff.
I think the thing about it is, I think what the audience knows is, what they're realizing is the feeling of it is a universal language. The feeling and, feeling and artistry is a universal language. So, yes, I'm going to read the lyrics later on. Definitely going to read the lyrics. But I'm a producer, so the first thing I'm going to do is feel the record before I need to read the record.
All right, so just to put that to bed, the lyrics... Exactly. And that's something that I always wanted to explain too, is that I know that the lyrics mean a lot to all of us, right? So I think the best way for another musician, this is like a musician to musician.
Yes.
So us both being producers, for me to play him something, I know how he has to take it in the first time he's hearing it, and then he can look at the translations later. So we'll get to that. So what I'm thinking we can do is maybe we can have a live stream session where you guys tell us what songs you want us to look the lyrics up to, and we can go over the lyrics together, because then you guys can give Arnell the deeper meaning, the stuff that I don't even know,
right?
And help him understand the lyrics too, because that'll make it more fun and more inclusive, because it's hard to like react, because as a music producer, we're breaking down everything that we're hearing, and we're giving you like a lot of analysis at a very high level, very, very fast. So like we're listening to every little hi-hat, snare, this sound is reversed, this sound is this 808. So it's a lot of that happening. And while we're listening to that, if we're trying to read the lyrics at the exact same time,
It's gonna take us off.
yeah.
Question: If we do a live stream, is there a way like to put a poll on there so like they can choose, like we put up whatever the top ones are and then people like vote on it, like oh, you know?
Yeah, I could do polls on Twitter, but then I could also do polls. I think you could do polls on YouTube. I
Okay.
don't know. We'll figure it out. But then also
let's make
there's
it fun for them.
There's a chat box.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
then they have the option to like type
in there.
So,
Okay, well let's try it, man. Hey, look, I'm trying to figure this out.
So yeah, we'll schedule a time to do that.
Yeah.
We'll help his descent further down the purple rabbit hole a lot faster
So many
because
Purple Hearts. There's just, Purple Hearts mean, you've taken a couple shots, and you survived. And so the Purple Heart is, purple is royal.
you sound like a military kid right now. Also,
I know.
he is a military.
I'm a
kid,
military kid, guys.
He's
Man,
born on the base.
I was
but-
born on the base. I was literally born in a whole nother country, but I am American.
Yeah, let's get into it. Stop denying the army, the army conversion meter, bro. This is booming. Like,
Oh yeah,
I'm just saying, stop denying it.
there's an army conversion meter. What have you started?
This guy is crazy. So yeah, let's get into this album, bro. It's already late.
Let's go. Let's get it.
So yeah, let's start this. But it's late, but at least we alive tonight. I felt like after the Kendrick concert when we did the last one, like I felt like we were
He was out of
delirious.
it,
Yeah. So
Yeah, I was a little delirious after I looked back at the video because I did a lot because I was just the burn get up part was it wasn't really me.
it was the music that did it.
I don't know.
You need a reminder?
No. Come on.
I'm gonna play it right here because I'm put it right here on the screen. All right, let's get into this. J Hope, don't get into the intro. Let's get it.
I like the cover.
This
Did he sell those dolls or something?
I don't know if he sold these though. He
I
should
would've
have
sold it.
because these are fire.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt this episode, but I wanted to talk to you guys about a few things really quick. So first off, thank you so much for the super thanks and all the Patreon subscribers. We have people signing up from the free tier to the homie tier to the family tier and even the BFF tier. Euphoria Nicole, thank you so much. She is one of the biggest My Time supporters. She has been a big supporter for like the last 4 years. Thank you so much. And BB is a vibe. Thank you for joining the BFF tier. And on the super thanks side of things, Hyde Park, another big donation for us. And Let's Be Good Human, another big supporter for a long time. Thank you so much for all of the support. So the reason why I'm popping in is because we get into a few advanced concepts for this album as we're breaking it down, and I want to talk to you about them. So
Time for school.
one of the instruments that I talk about is an MPC. I mentioned the MPC and the ASR-10. This is a music instrument that came out in the 80s, 90s, and it is a music instrument that actually doesn't have any sounds in it. The way you get sounds in it is you connect a record player to it, and then you record sounds in it, and then you can manipulate the sounds. This is what it looks like. So this is a modern MPC. The one I used to use was gigantic, and it didn't have any memory. It had floppy disk. I don't even know if any of you guys know what floppy disk are, but it had floppy disk, and this one has a sweet little SD card. So I have all the sounds in the world on this little thing here, but back in the day, we had to connect a gigantic floppy disk to it, which is crazy. And this is also wireless. I can use it with no power. I can take it with me, and it has speakers built in. Technology has come a long way. You've probably seen Sugar with one of these. He uses a machine. I've seen him use it before. But this is an amazing instrument, and the way it works, like I said, you sample a record from vinyl. Say you take like a James Brown drum break beat. That's something that we mention a lot when we talk about boom bap. You take a break beat, you sample it, you put those drums inside of here, and then you chop it up and you put the drums across these 16 pads, and then you can control them and manipulate them. And this is a big foundation and building block of how J-Hope's album was produced. And I'll be back later in this episode to show you an example. So stay tuned. I'll guide you through. If it gets too complicated, just hit rewind. I put a lot of little information bubbles in there so you guys can stay up on all the concepts. And I hope you find this fun. You're getting like a crash course, Harvard type of a doctorate in music production techniques and terminology. So hope you enjoyed this episode. Let's get into it.
What Zeus had kept inside the box broke loose from their confinement. All that was foul was now unleashed upon the world. Pandora, unable to undo what she had done, fell into despair.
This is a concept album?
As she breathed, she heard a feeble quiver from the box. She lifted the lid once more, and out fluttered a small, bright, most beautiful creature she had ever seen. Box. It trailed behind the miasma of darkness, assuaging their ill effects on humankind. Hope gave people the will to carry on living amidst the pain and sweat.
This sounds like a scary movie. Did it sound? Now it sounds like a scary movie. You hear those chords? Doo, doo, doo. That sound like Jason coming, Freddy coming.
It's Pandora's box.
Makes sense.
Someone's life, someone's mind, someone's hope 내 활동들은 someone's life 시간은 이름대로 흘러가 someone's star 내 영혼이 다듬어지면 새기는 모토와 vibe yeah 그렇게 내 주변을 이루서 비로소 적동이야 cold word 필했던 필했던 발전을 굳고
That was hard.
Just kept one by my side 내가 그린 그림이
Hey, hey, hey.
이거 마치 반달고 말들이 criminal 그러니까 우리 세상이 보여 인간을 그렇게 하는 수만가지의 공연 역시 쉬니 원하죠 우리 어쩌면 이성에 우리에서 그게 많지만 이것은 우리 뒤로 돌아도 무섭지 않은 배들을
Yeah, this is definitely old school, like
배워주고 파가쳤으면 작은 영혼이 산다 우리랑 속으로 그 세상 밖으로 존재하는 앞에 또 부딪히고 싶어 Check in the box, look at my title 여러분 다 믿음이 떠오르는
that was dope.
Switch up is crazy.
That bad part? Oh man, that's dope. This is hardcore. This is hardcore hip hop. This is like, man, there's a lot of different elements in here. That sounds a little West Coast. You know what I mean? Yo, so his vocal tone is as if it was like DMX vocal tone. Right there, like it has a grittiness to his vocals. It's like, but he doesn't rap like him. He has like a different type of rapping style. The beat to me and the music to me sounds like when NWA, you know what I'm saying? Like it has that,
Like with the hard break.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of even like some Onyx.
Onyx.
You know what I'm saying? Like some early.
It sounds like Onyx
Slam.
mixed with Onyx mixed with like a little bit of Public Enemy.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like boom. Like it sounds like a punch in the face.
It's definitely aggressive.
Yeah, it's aggressive. His tone is aggressive. His rapping scheme was really awesome on a couple of those. So yeah, that record was pretty good. Pretty good. You know, I go with that. Felt scary.
This next track is called More.
Classic.
Yeah, Thursday. Pero till we surface. 나만 너무 떠들이. 가깝던 문제. 니니니만이 맘. 춤추는 아기 싸.
You know what it sounds like? Do the Humpty Dump. Do the Humpty Hump.
Hard.
Sound like some cruising record. Lowriders. Okay, I'm starting to notice the theme. I might need to hear one more record to really. That reminds me of
Shoot.
that's classic 90, early 90.
For sure. It's like some House of Pain.
Yeah. Like that back. You hear that? This sounds like a workout record.
That's nasty.
Yeah. He like doing the mellow, like get you riled up, and then tell you to chill out, just to rile you back up. I know he gonna come back out with a beat, and he probably gonna come with a hard something. I mean, that's what I would do.
Phil.
What I called it.
It's hard.
That part is so familiar. That sounds so familiar to me. Yeah, that's God, that reminds me of Shock G, Humpty Duck.
Yeah.
So it's like it has a classic boom bap, but I'm starting to notice his style. I gotta hear one more record before I'm officially saying it. But I think, or this album kind of seems like it's a very aggressive tone with what he's saying.
Yeah.
Like it's a gritty. His voice is very, very gritty, and it comes off the texture of his voice is a lot.
It's got a lot of attitude.
Yeah.
It's dope. I also like that this sounds like this album is going to be very breakbeat heavy. Yeah. And Rydell talked about boom bap on the first
Last one.
for the first song for the last one.
Yeah.
From Sugar. And this is definitely very, very boom bap heavy. And for boom bap, utilizes a lot of break beats. And
Yes.
what you do is you sample a drum loop off of any record, but a lot of jazz, a lot of blues, a lot of old funk records. What you do is you sample the drums,
Chop it up.
you put them into an MPC and you chop them up and then you rearrange them. And so it gives it like that gritty feel. And I think that this album is very breakbeat heavy. And
Yeah, and it makes perfect sense that it is, because one of the elements of hip hop is breakdancing. And so the fact that he is using the original elements of hip hop to establish himself, because you said he's a dancer. And most dancers who do breakdance, they use break beats. So this makes perfect sense. You know what I mean? Sonically, it makes perfect sense. And who he is. It's called Stop. Stop more and then stop. I get it. I might stop here. Damn!
I don't think I don't think you.
That was hard.
He raps like a dancer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He raps like this. He raps like he does like this. You know what I mean? Like you go side to side. What? I know that. That's Mary J. Blige. Yeah. Ooh,
He's even like killing the 90s flow.
yeah. No, he definitely. That's Fushnikins.
Yeah.
That's Fushnikins. What is it? You know what I mean? This is perfect for people who love old school hip hop. Like,
우리 끝한데 이제 유심도 우리가 만들어진 작은 십자기 큰 발걸음이 그 세상 운명은 어떤 사람보다 뒤에 right.
Yuck. He killing. He put a little quotes in the back. Oh wow. No, that was solid.
That joint was
Solid.
fire.
Yeah.
You know what I don't get though? Like, there's a lot of rappers in America right now, mainstream, that if I try to give them a beat like that,
Oh, they would think it was whack.
they be scared. They be fucking scared to
Yep.
do it because they all want to do everything sound the same. So I got to give them like props because
Props.
this is like the essence of what hip hop is.
Yeah, no, that is.
Breakbeat, a breakbeat, and what did Russell Simmons say? I know Russell Simmons is canceled, but a long time ago he
Yeah,
said all you need
still
is a
one of those.
breakbeat and a
Yes.
loop and a little sample, and you just rap, and that's what he's doing. It's just
Yeah.
a breakbeat. They
Taking it
produce
back.
the music like it's a sample on top, and he just rapping. He's even in his pop. He's even in the '90s pop. Oh God! Stop!
Yeah.
Stop!
He's-
Stop! It sounds like
Yeah.
Yo, this is hard.
What's crazy is I'm noticing he is doing a lot of solo vocals, right? He's not. It's like he's doing it raw on his own. He's not using a lot of extra stuff on top of it. Not polished, like
Very-
real gritty,
Yeah.
grimy, straight hip hop, early '90s hip hop.
Very early '90s, and the way that they achieved that in the '90s too is because on rap vocals you never use too
Right.
much reverb.
Yeah.
You do maybe a short reverb, but not a lot of reverb because the thing about reverb is when you hear a voice and it sounds like kind of like echoey. Matter of fact, right now how I'm talking, I will put reverb on my voice right now so you can hear how it sounds. And it makes the vocal, what it does in the mix is it'll take that vocal and it pushes it back. The less reverb you have, the more the vocal sounds like it's like in your face, you know? And that's what this sounds like. It's very in your face. It's not too polished. This is hard.
It's aggressive. It's raw.
And I feel like I can't remember what month this dropped, but I think I was like really, really busy at the time this dropped. And I feel like this album I listened to the least. I even think his solo stuff I've listened to the least in comparison to RM and Sugar. I probably listen to Sugar the most and RM second. And I probably listen to his solo projects third. But this is hard. Like,
That's
this
hard.
is going to get back into my rotation because I want to hear more mainstream rappers taking it back to rapping on a breakbeat and going crazy because there's so much room to go crazy. Everybody is like, it's like the same trap beat over and over
Yeah.
and over and over and over. So this is refreshing
Yeah,
to hear him going off on this. This is fire. Like I really like that record.
that was dope. How many tracks is that so far? 4.
For yo,
You know what? It's solid. You know, it's solid. I don't think the conversion meter should go up. You know, more than whatever you think it's going to be.
he's compromised, guys, because now he's only thinking about this conversion meter. He's compromised. I'm sorry. I apologize, Army, but this guy he's compromised right now, and it's because I feel like, no lie, by the time we got to the end of RM's album, I feel like you was at a 93, and by the time we got to Burn It, you was at another 93. So we're just gonna do it like
I was delirious. Remember?
whatever, bro. Equal sign.
It was late. It was late. Equal sign. Let's go.
우리 서로 갖춘 시선들을 맞춰 사람 위에 사람 먹고 사람 밑에 사람 없어 let's
Damn. This is like man. It has that like Boys the Men, old Boys the Men, BBD, Poison feel.
Yeah, you're right.
That drum pattern's nasty. Dude, this is definitely this is yeah, this is the early 90s, man. He must really love early 90s. I know the scheme. I know the scheme of this. Yeah, this is good. It's like, you know what I'm saying? A little. I know he'd be like breaking it down like that. I know that he got a video for this. I know he's doing that. This is like one of those hype joints. This is so early 90s. Ooh. God, that drum pattern is stupid. He adding the extra drums, so it's not fully boom bap. You know what I mean?
It's almost giving it almost like a New Jack Swing.
Get New Jack Swingish.
Yeah.
It's like this. This is a house party music. People dance in the house like, hey, hey.
It's a bop.
Yeah, it's a bop. Oh, that's it?
That's it.
Oh, I like that track.
That's
okay.
fire.
So, I see what they're doing now. So far, I realized what's been happening. If you're new, like me, they're giving me like, I feel like they give you the little slow joints. They give you the joints that's kind of cool. You just mellow, and then half of the album come, the other half of the album come, and then all of a sudden it just boom, boom, boom. And I feel it. This is what's gonna happen. Because now I'm feeling the same way now. It's the same trend. It's slow. I'm like, oh yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. And then you get to halfway the album, all of a sudden, yeah, I start crying. I mean, I start thinking, wow, this is dope.
Okay, so I got a couple of things I want to say. So the record prior to this, real quick, Stop. It was produced by Clams Casino.
Oh yeah, Clam's big.
Yeah, Clam's dope. And also too,
Damn.
Clams Casino actually, he did a lot of the early A$AP Rocky stuff.
Yes.
Really dope producer, but he also did a record on the House of Balloons, the Weekend project
early.
called The Fall. Mm-hmm. I used to love that record. So another thing that's dope is this record was produced by Scoop DeVille. And Scoop DeVille is his dad. I don't know if you guys know this, but his dad is Kid Frost, who's I
used to love Kid Frost.
Yeah, so that's Scoop DeVille's pops, and so he did that record. Which
I did not know that.
And Scoop DeVille also did Compton on Good Kid, Mad City. He did Women, Weed, and Weather for Kendrick on the first project.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to say about that is that record had very, very New Jack Swing style drums, which is, if any of you guys were a fan of Teddy Riley is one of my idols.
He's definitely one of the greatest ever
of all time.
He made a genre. He made the genre New Jack Swing.
Yeah, so those drums on that track, if you like the drums on that, you've also heard Cardi B and Bruno Mars, the record they had. It was very much like that with those style of drums. But that is a New Jack Swing kind of sound. And if you want to look up that, just go look up Teddy Riley's production history. He did Remember the Time for Michael Jackson. So, I mean, I don't even know what else I can say past that. But he's done a million things.
Great.
When Michael had the stretch of his early albums, when he was doing everything mostly with Quincy Jones, the reason why he started working with Teddy Riley is because even though Michael Jackson was the biggest pop star in the world at the time, Keith Sweat was the artist that culture was feeling at the time. Like Michael Jackson was obviously is Michael. He's the greatest. Keith Sweat had a sound that was like killing it in the urban areas. This is a story my dad actually told me, and he said that once Michael seen how big Keith Sweat was getting, and then Janet was also doing a similar sound. He saw how big she was getting, and then you see that he went and got Teddy Riley to produce half of his album, and that's how we got Remember the Time for Michael Jackson, because he heard how big that sound was getting. So that is a really dope record.
There's also another fun fact. His protege is one of the biggest artists, rappers, producers of all time. Guess right now. And done. Pharrell.
Yep.
Pharrell.
And Chad, the Neptunes.
And Chad, Neptunes from Virginia. Yep.
That record was fire.
Fire. That's on my list.
Let's get into this next one's called What If.
Okay. What if I don't like it?
Then you don't like it. You're not threatening me by not liking the record, bro.
Where the 10,000 at, bro?
You have full autonomy to like or not like a record. Let's just see if it happens, though.
I feel like BTS they're trying to force me to like it.
You haven't heard BTS yet.
Well, this is almost half of them.
No, you haven't heard BTS. You haven't heard just like how Suga's album sounds like Suga or August D. And RM had an album that had a sound. Now he has a sound. BTS has albums where they go through different eras and different sounds that they're inspired by during that time.
Question.
Yeah.
I kept reading on the comments. Is this the rap line?
This is the rap line.
These three?
Yeah.
Do they have a group by themselves?
They don't have a group by themselves, but they have records together.
Okay.
And they have ciphers.
And they go by the name Rap Line?
No, they don't. It's
came
not a
up with that?
project, but it's like that's what they're called. They're referred to as the rap line.
That's what all the fans call them? Rap Line?
Yeah, it's also a thing.
Oh, okay. Got you. Is there a dance line? Or line dance?
Help us all. but yeah, there is a.
That was a good one, man. I got you too. That was a good one.
But they have records called Cypher, where the rap line gets together and goes crazy.
They just rapping like regular ciphers.
Yes. This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like they're not cosplaying hip hop. They're not cosplaying as rappers. Like,
why are they not on like BT ciphers?
they should. That'd be
That'd be sick.
They would smoke it too.
That should be a good move.
Talk to the boss. See what he's talking about.
It's time to teach you a lesson.
Going to open up a folder of break beats. These are called drum breaks or break beats. So as you see, I just have a bunch of different ones. There we go. Regions chop. So what I just did is it chopped it across these 16 pads. So I'm going to convert this. Now I have these drums across these pads. I'll just make that a 2-bar loop. So as you can see how long this sample is right here, in the 90s, these samplers only had about 2 seconds of sample time, which is why you had to pitch them up and speed them up and things like that so you can record more of them in. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to slice this. So in the 90s, you only had a little sample time, so you had to take these little chops and figure out how to make them musical. This is why hip hop is such an art form. It is literally taking nothing and creating something. And so now that we have those drums, let's see if we could just make something happen, freestyle something. And that is how you chop up a break beat and chop up a sample and put it over the top of some music. And that is how we got the sound for J-Hope's album.
And now back to your program.
This next one is called Music Box Reflection, and it is by my boy P-Dog. He did this next one.
Okay.
It's a short joint. Going into the next one.
Okay. Like a video game.
Jack in the Box.
Huh.
It's hard. I swear, you're like one of my favorite producers.
He breathing? He breathing hard too. Yeah, and this sounds like what I've been saying. It's like they're doing the half and half move, where it's like they're telling a whole story and they're making you feel a certain way in the beginning. They're trying to dictate how you're going to feel in the beginning, and then it feels like the next half of it comes, it's explosion time. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I'm about to show you everything now.
All right, this one's called What If.
Do, 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 do. Oh baby I like it raw. Oh baby I like it raw.
수십 번 내게 질문을 해. Am I real? They like that. 이만큼
Ooh, that's
그저 할 수 있는
hey, that's hard.
So my music, my speech, my film, making myself burn. 고문이들을 제 고백에 물어나면 네가 말한 부분들을 지킬 수 있어. 하지만 내 자의가 네 무서운 환경으로 타지가 않아. 그다음 비춘 너의 curves 나 hold up.
Ooh, that's different. He's super aggressive. He's aggressive. Ooh, that's so hard. Ooh,
Rapping too. I like the way he's going on his beat. It's not typical to today.
definitely not. That's so different. That chord structure is still keeping the element. Nice.
It sounds like some early Mary almost. The chords.
Yeah. What if I had no money? Damn, you ain't got a house, a car, money. Who you out there? You homeless.
Nothing.
That is dope.
It's fire.
That's dope. Dude, if you're a super hip hop head, you're gonna rock with this. You're gonna rock with it. Like, if you really love hip hop, not just rap, like hip hop, the essence of hip hop, you should rock with this.
No, for sure. And shouts out to my boy Dim Joints. He did that track.
Dim Joints?
Yeah, Joints did that.
Damn, bro. So far, even just the producers that you're naming, those are big producers. Those are household name producers.
Yeah, and Joints my guy too. So if you guys got any questions that you want me to ask Joints, I'll get him on FaceTime or something like that. Or maybe I'll have him come through and let me know.
That'd be sick.
If you want to ask him any questions about this or Run BTS record he did, like, let me know. I'll ask him.
Fire. So hold up. So am I the only person who don't know about this stuff? Bro, you named some top producers. I kind of fill out the loop. Like, I should have been on this.
Yeah, we've been friends for like 14, 15 years. I don't even know if you ever listened to Map of the Soul. Anyways, that's another story for another day.
Wow. I heard your record.
Wow.
I heard your record. Dog.
You even bought the album for your niece.
I did. You signed it.
And
Thank
I
you, my
signed
G.
it.
You a good person, bro. You a good person. You didn't have to do that. And I didn't even listen to the album. But my niece did.
You're a terrible person. Nerve of you,
I'm
Barnell.
a horrible person, and I'm such a great uncle, because she was so happy. She was like, huh? Who? I said, Sleep. My boy Sleep. He did the record on there. She's like, yeah, right. I said, look. And then I sent it to her, and you put an autograph on there. She's like, oh my God. She took a picture. She's like, oh, thank you so much.
You still couldn't give it a listen. Meet the Hills. This next one is called Safety Zone. Let's get in the Safety Zone.
내 20대를 바치며 모지나 삶을 살고 있어다 보란 듯 응답하지만 날
He's telling a story.
세상은 빠르게 변하고 그 순간 다르게 외로워
Rapping really fast, too.
내 삶이 적적해져가 Oh my gosh 마음맞춰 살아가지만 비극해 It's not a real way 지난 듯해 Break a life in my dome 도심 속 잘 맞춰 사는 동안 하지만 교통정리가 안돼 차들처럼 이리 치고 저리 치곤 해 나 왜 언제 어디가
Nice.
있는데 기마주 잡으면 앉아지다가 숨는데 그래 의미
Yeah.
닮은 그지 네가 마치 양통 도시 나도 가고 싶은데 Where is the mind 내 심리 속에서도 있기는 한 걸까 그 누군가는 나에게 아낌없이 터이게 잠시 돌이켜보기 위한 내 구두터기는 어디 있나 어둠 속에 너의 한쪽의 빛은 어딜까 여전한 home 아니면 저 블루이가 Where's my safe
I feel like he's talking about, like,
어느 쪽 go straight What's my safe zone
This record feels like he's talking about home, or like he talking about like. I feel like he's talking. The way the record feels like he's like thinking about back in the days or something that has to do with home. Yeah. So I might be safe place. Yeah. Okay, makes perfect sense. The record's telling me this. The feeling of the record. The guitar is killing it too.
어둠 속에 너의 한쪽의 빛은 어딜까 여전한 home 아니면 저 블루이가 Where's my stage on 왼쪽 오른쪽 go straight What's my stage on
It gives me TLC feeling.
어둠 속에 너의 한쪽의 빛은
It gives me early TLC.
home 아니면 저 블루이가 Where's my stage on 왼쪽 오른쪽 go straight What's my stage on yoga relax Where's my safe zone Where's my safe zone
I like those vocals. Who's singing that? Ooh, that's hard. They could have had more of that. Ooh, they should have added way more of that in there. That's a cool record. They definitely should have added more of that at the end in the record.
The vocal.
Yeah, the vocals, like that was dope. It really reminded me of TLC. That's something I feel TLC would have done.
I like how the drums just felt like continuous. And
Yeah,
it
kinda.
was simple. Like it was just kind of just kept you bopping. And then that little piano run that comes in there, really, really high level production. Shouts out to P Dog once again.
P Dog again, man. P Dog.
I feel like P Dog is like the Korean version of me,
I can see that.
or maybe I'm the black version of him.
I ain't never seen P Dog. I gotta see P Dog.
This next joint is called Future.
Always I need to when I said I do 용기와 믿음 긍정의 reading Always I need to when I said I do 기대는 건 희망의 girl Hours 그래 난 그냥 돈밖이었잖아 Hours 좀만 좋아하는 아이였잖아 다워줘진 삶에 대해 감사하는 다워 지금 가장 걱정한 건 다워 오늘 스스로 주체가 되어 싸워 영혼의 몸은 모퉁 소리잖아 평소에 다른 옷 입든 트라운 좋아하는 운전처럼 한번 소리대로 가버려 겨울에도 예순 매우지기 예순 결국에는 하고 영혼의 몸 없잖아 We know, I know 가는 것은 오르는 연어가 될 수 Always I needed to When I said I do 용기와 믿음 긍정의 reading Always I needed to When I said I do 이대는 건 희망의 girl Future
Like a little chat in the background.
Chat's on. It's cool.
그전에 스스로 정할수록 단정할 수 없는 것 다가올수록 무섭기도 홀러버티기도 어려운 것 You must go with the flow 흐르는 대로 가보자고 필요해 보여 나에게도 용기와 믿음으로 희망의 건 Future
Okay.
Three
So
organ going on at the end.
that one's playful. I'm gonna be real honest with you. This one was not my favorite one. And only because what I'm saying is It's playful, but got not enough energy for me compared to the other records I've heard. So that one felt like a low energy record, which could mean that he's probably talking about, but this is not my favorite one. It's not bad, it's just my least favorite one.
That might be a song where you need the lyrics to make it make sense.
Yeah. Definitely. The lyrics probably make up for that.
This one is called Arson.
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 This is going to be another burn it down? Let's burn it down. Dog, how do you burn it down? Burn it down.
Let's burn,
It's burning. Hard. Yeah. Early 90s. Pretty, real pretty, right? Yeah, Jose. What did you like this? Remember that? That was like that black and white videos back in the days. Big baggy pants, and you were pointing the camera like. So he about to shoot somebody in this joint. What gang is he part of? Man, he hard. Woo. Oh, that's so tough. Ugh, that's nasty. That might be his version of Burn It Down, bro. That might be his Burn It Down.
It's tough, man.
That's tough. Grimy.
And that was also produced by Clams Casino too. And it would have been dope. I wish I don't know if Clams Casino and A$AP Rocky work anymore together, but I would have loved to hear A$AP Rocky as like a feature on there.
Oh, that'd have been so really New dope. York. So would have been, yeah, that'd have been perfect.
But I wanted like. Obviously, I live on a racetrack. If you didn't hear that, I want to give J-Hope props. Being a kid from, I know he's a young man, but being a kid from South Korea, all the way in South Korea, and like having the balls to do an album like this when everybody else is trying to sound like Future or sound like him, staying true to his roots as a dancer and wanting to take it back to like 90s, like for real, like 90s hip hop, like straight 90s. Up break beats, 3-second samples. Like the thing about early 90s hip hop is a lot of the producers, we didn't have access to instruments back then. I said we like I was producing in the 90s. But they didn't have access to instruments in the early 90s. And so they would have to use different things like the MPC or ASR-10. And these instruments back in the day, they didn't have a lot of internal memory. They only had 2 or 3 seconds of memory. So what would happen is when you would sample sounds off of old records, you would only have like 2 seconds of it. So if you sampled like a quick little drum break off of a James Brown record, and then you took a little horn stab from this record and a little piano stab, it would just be little stabs, little very, very minimal sample time. So you had to make the most out of it. And hip hop was a whole genre of music was created by people who didn't have access to instruments because they had access to a sampler. Where they can sample instruments from old songs and recreate a record. And it got so big to the point where that's how the copyright laws came into place. You would think copyright laws had been around forever. copyright laws got put into place because of hip hop, because
Yep.
all of the early '80s, mid '80s, early '90s hip hop records, they didn't have to get them cleared at the time. But once hip hop started becoming a viable industry, and once people started changing their lives and making money, obviously, and I do think it's right that people should get,
Definitely.
credited for their previous work when you sample it. However, I do think it was put in place to make it harder for people from urban areas to be able to make music to change their lives.
Right.
And I also think that the sample clearance process has been largely unfair for a long time and very difficult.
Very, very difficult.
When you sample a record, they take a lot of the publishing a lot of the time. And so there's been, advancements with it with companies like,
Sometimes it's unfair too.
very unfair.
Very unfair.
Companies like TrackLib, where they have libraries to make the sample process easy. But it's been very difficult for a long time. So for a young man to like go out on a limb and want to do a record like this in today's climate that's true to his roots as a dancer in that sense, but then also this might be the style of hip hop he identifies with the most.
Yeah.
And for him to do his version of that, and at a high level, he got really good producers, picked out some really dope beats, and then he also didn't approach these tracks lyrically, like flow wise, in a modern way. He did it in a very early '90s, like
You
it
get
like
inspiration
felt like
for
that.
sure. You
It
can
was
hear the
dope.
inspiration. As somebody who's into hip hop, and I love hip hop, I love music, period. When somebody from another country embraces the culture of hip hop, not just a sound, the culture, I start to like the person because that means a lot to somebody who does it, And so hearing what he's doing is very, very, it's exciting and makes me happy because I see that he's introducing people to hip hop who would never hear it. And he's bringing them to the forefront of the early times of hip hop, which is really great because he's a dancer. And the dancing and the music come together. A lot of dancers, they got to feel the beat.
Absolutely.
And the beat has to be something that's ongoing so that they can time it. So if it's like boom, chop, boom, chop, boom, chop, you're gonna know he's gonna go boom, chop, boom, chop. You know what I mean? He's gonna hit the note. So I can hear the references and what he's doing. That's dope. So I'm giving him respect for that for sure. Really? Arson's the last one? Wow.
Versions of stuff.
Wow. 10 little solid joints on there. To the point. I like it. J-Hope, he gets some credit for me. He gets a lot of respect for me. He did some stuff. He's very daring, and he did some things that a lot of rappers, like you said, would never do now because they're afraid.
They're also scared to rap. And these kind
Facts.
of beats make you have to rap.
You have to. You have to prove yourself. You won't get a break.
You can't auto-tune your way around these kind of
No.
beats.
Definitely not. And the production and the producers who he was using are of quality, and that makes a huge difference. So yeah, for sure, I like this. I like this album. He has more albums.
Yeah.
Okay, the J. Cole joint. That one's on what album?
Like a thing before he went into the military. It's called On the Street, and it's
Oh,
like,
okay.
like a little EP.
Damn, he did that before he went in. Oh, so when he get out, bruh, they coming out when? All of them be out at the same time
All of them will be,
next year,
I
bruh.
think, around this time next year.
I might have to pull up on them, dog. You know what I mean? Just speak my mind to them. Tell them like, hey, rap line, what's up? You know what I'm saying? What's up, rap line? You know what I'm saying? I gotta hear the other, how many other 15? How many other people there? Great. Okay. Well, anyways, back to this record, Jack in the Box. I like it. I love it. It's pretty cool. Real hip hop. So congrats on that. Straight, went raw with it, to the streets. So much respect. It's a respectable album for me. He gets a lot of respect from me.
Dope album. Really dope.
Dope album.
Really
Dope album. Not gonna lie. Dope
And
album.
I can't lie. Like, out of all the solo albums that have come out since probably 2020, this is the one that I've heard the least. I can't remember what was going on. I might have been deep into a project, and when I'm producing a project, I don't listen to any other music at the time I'm producing.
Because you don't want to be influenced.
So there's a lot of stuff. I definitely listened through this a few times, and I remember the songs that I like, but there was a lot of stuff that hit me different hearing it this time around, which I really like.
So yeah, dope. So what's next? That's it? We out of here?
We are about to watch his Lollapalooza performance.
Lollapalooza?
He headlined. They didn't just start last year.
Dude,
They're pretty big. I don't know.
where have I been? Lollapalooza is like one of the biggest festivals in America.
I don't know where you've been, but clearly you weren't at Lollapalooza.
Damn, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people.
Even if it wasn't a lot of people, it was
It's a
gonna
lot of
be.
people.
It was gonna be a lot of people because it's him there, and Army was gonna show up.
Army be showing up, bro. They be showing up and taking over.
Absolutely,
I see how they do the comments.
absolutely.
They come, they be taking over.
Oh yeah! Shouts out to the comment section. We have the most positive.
Lit.
We have the most positive comment section on all of YouTube.
Yes,
It ain't no drama in the comment section, and it's gonna stay that way because it's all love. I want it.
I need
This should
yes.
be the one area, like the comment section on YouTube and the comment section on Patreon are amazing. Everybody on there is so dope, and it's just like a good vibe.
Can I just say a few things about the comment squad? That's what I call it now. The comment squad. So you can put that on a t-shirt. Anyways, it's very refreshing because we come from the hip hop world where the problem I have with hip hop and rap nowadays is they treat rap and hip hop like it's a competitive sport all the time. And sometimes people forget that it's an art and it's an art form. And to see, and because of that, a lot of people like to bicker and say hateful things sometimes on the comment section. So I'm not used
Not
to
just hip hop, the world.
the world. Yes, it's very, very mean. And I've never seen a comment section like this in my life. And you guys are like super positive. And anytime I'm saying something, I am coming from the most positive of vibes, right? And I'm just coming with like a fresh sense of this. I'm like reacting to this. I'm not acting. Like I'm just literally just coming from whatever's coming. And you guys are like being very nurturing. You know what I'm saying? And like, I appreciate that. Like, cause I'm trying to figure it out. So when I'm asking these questions that sound dumb, I know they do sound dumb to you guys, but for me, I'm coming from a whole nother world. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. You guys have been really cool, but we still got a few more members that I need to approve of. Okay? Because yeah, three is cool. 3 is cool.
4.
Oh gosh, because you're the guy, whatever. Yeah, okay.
You've heard Jungkook already.
Yeah,
He's
Jungkook,
fire. You haven't even
yes.
heard his album yet.
I have not. Okay, all right. Okay, 4. There's 3 more people that I need to listen to, and then I gotta listen to all of them together. Because who knows? If all of them are together, they may not be that great. Despite all the breaking the records and all the world records, they might not be that great, okay? And 4 is cool, bro. I haven't. You just gonna walk off camera?
Yeah. That's the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard in my life.
Oh gosh.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all now. We'll see y'all on the next one. This guy is clearly he needs rest. It is 3:27 a.m. right now, and clearly he needs to get some rest. So much love. Peace out.
Okay.
So why?
This? Yeah. Okay.
Strong, man.
Nigga, I don't know what's going on, bruh.
Just make your index, make your pointer finger strong.
What does this mean?
Love.
Love.
It's a
Just
heart.
love? Oh, it's a
Finger
heart?
Yeah.
See it on the screen? Oh, wow. This is like a heart. This is